Okay, we've driven the Accord, and I definitely noticed some differences from Camry. Did you?
I did, though at first glance, I thought it almost looked similar to Camry.
I thought so too, but Camry has those bold character lines and sweeping headlights, which I loved. It's too bad Honda doesn't have anything to really compare there.
Agreed, though I will say that the Accord was admirable as far as performance goes. I know that's a big selling point for Honda, even compared to Camry, and it does have better horsepower and torque.
It does, but only on gas models. Camry's actually got the Accord beat when it comes to comparing power numbers on the hybrid.
Good catch. And speaking of performance, Camry's got Accord beat somewhere else. Fuel economy, at least on its gas models.
Interesting. Okay, well, what about comfort? I didn't notice much of a difference in space when it came to comparing Accord to Camry.
I didn't notice much of a difference either, though the Accord does actually include a little more head and legroom in its front seats.
I suppose that makes sense, since the Accord is a tiny bit longer than the Camry. But the numbers are still so similar that I'm not sure the difference will be noticeable to most.
I agree. What about this, though? Honda has some pretty cool features as standard equipment, don't you think?
Oh, they definitely got cool features, but none of what's included really stands out for me. Most of that stuff is already included on Camry. Halogen headlights, a rear view camera, etc. Nothing Toyota doesn't already have. Camry even has LED headlights on V6 models.
Good point. Okay, how about this? Since we're talking about features, how crazy is it that Honda doesn't offer any option packages for the Accord? Well, except for a navigation package on the EXL grade at least.
I thought that was strange as well. It's obvious that they're trying to keep things simple for their customers, but this could become a headache instead. If a certain grade doesn't have a feature a customer wants, they may end up having to upgrade to a higher trim level altogether, instead of just adding on that feature individually.
I'm with you. I don't think it's the smartest choice. If navigation can be an option, you may as well embrace adding more, but hey, speaking of navigation, thoughts on Honda Link?
Well, first, we were lucky to be able to see Honda Link, considering it's not on all grades. But I thought it was okay. However, compared to the Entune app suite,
Yeah, I'm really digging Toyota's Entune app suite. Facebook, Yelp, iHeartRadio, all of that. I know that even for Camry, that's only for the higher grades as well, but it's still awesome. And the fact that it's all subscription free is something else.
Well, you don't even have to look at the app suite to see the differences between Toyota and Honda here. Even at the base level, the Camry audio system seems superior, with 2 more speakers than Accord.
Well, at least Accord still has a rear view camera and Pandora on its grades.
That's true, and you mentioning the camera reminds me. What did you think of the Accord's safety features?
Well, you know that I'll probably just mention the Star Safety System again, and at best, the Accord shares some of the same technologies as the Star Safety System. But overall, it's pretty difficult to get all of those safety features in one complete package.
So true about the Star Safety System. It seems like again and again we're learning that nothing can really compare with Toyota when it comes to standard safety technologies. But even all that aside, the Accord falls behind Camry in other safety areas. The Accord only has 6 airbags, one of the smallest numbers in the segment, at least compared to Camry's 10.
That's a huge difference in numbers. I'm glad you brought that one up. And since we're still talking safety, I may as well mention Toyota Care. It might not be a safety technology per se, but I've heard such great things about it. And I'd feel more protected with it, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely. 24-hour roadside assistance and maintenance help, how can you refuse? Toyota's really working to prove how committed they are to safety. It's becoming fairly obvious to me that the Camry has won this round. The safety features sealed the deal for me.
I think I'm with you on this. I like the performance of the Accord, but I can't ignore everything else. You know I love Entune, for example, but I also just like the fact that you don't have to deal with the confusion of choosing whether or not to upgrade trim levels, or whatever else, just to get certain features that aren't standard on all models.
Yep, sounds like we're on the same page. But I suppose we may as well test out a few other vehicles in the segment. What do you think?
Let's see what we can drive next.